We're going to have our last interfaith prayer, and then we'll be hearing from some of the families who I think have arrived. Rabbi Lynn Gottlieb, who's the chair of our board.
Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Alaikum salam.
Bienvenidos. Hello. Well, it's the new year for us and for Jewish people. And I'm going to tell a story. I think you have all got the prayers in your hearts. So here's a tiny little story about a master who is in my lineage, a Hasidic of Hasidim of the Baal Shem Tov, who brought singing and dancing joy back to very difficult times when people were terribly impoverished and the targets of genocide and murder. And so this story is told about him. Once upon a time, it's a short story. That's what they all say. Once upon a time, a long time ago, and then if you were my congregation, you would say, so long ago.
So long ago.
It might not have happened.
It might not have happened.
It was said that the Baal Shem Tov, the great master of healing, was coming to a tiny, tiny little village in somewhere in Poland or Russia, and everyone was very excited because he was coming the last day of Yom Kippur, and when they would blow the shofar. And this little boy wanted to come, and his parents said to him, no, you don't know the prayers, you're not educated enough, you're just a shepherd, you stay outside, you can look through the window. The little boy was very unhappy about that, and he had a little whistle around his neck, which he used to call the sheep to come home. And so during Yom Kippur, which starts at sundown, the congregation was so delighted to have the Baal Shem Tov with them. They prayed harder than ever, but through the 24 hours of fasting and prayer, the Baal Shem Tov looked sadder and sadder and sadder and sadder. And people tried harder and harder with all the prayers they could muster, and still the Baal Shem Tov was sad. And finally, the little boy who was outside came into the synagogue and said, I know what to do. And he took his whistle and he said, this is for you. This is for you. And he blew the whistle. And the Baal Shem Tov smiled, and all the prayers that had been falling to the ground suddenly had wings and burst through the gates of heaven. And it was a year of compassion and a year of hope, because we are sustained by each other. And so I would like the Jewish people just to come forward for a second. I'm not outing you if you feel comfortable. Come forward so we can have a minyan at 10 people. And we're just going to blow the sound of the shofar, which is our tradition. I want to honor my community, which is all of you, and our community, because each of us brings our medicine to the table of the human family. We are so blessed to all be here together and to hear each other's words. So you'll say,
Teruah. Shvarihim.
And anyone else who has a shofar? Tekiya Gedola.
Tekiya Gedola.